Hi there, it's Jo here, back with another pick a card reading. And today's pick a card reading is This Message Was Meant to Find You. So it's really random what messages that you're going to find. I have some really strange objects. I have a lemon, I have a tomato, and this is a little thing that you put tea leaves inside. It has another little cup that goes at the bottom. Anyway, I wanted bright yellow because I am working with the idea of joy and excitement today. So I'm really excited that you're here and thank you for joining me. I'm really excited to tell you a couple of things happening on my channel, some changes that I'm making, some new things that are going to happen. I make a pick a card reading for Fridays and I put it up on a Friday. On a Monday, I usually make tarot or oracle reviews and things like that. So the last things I've just been doing, I've just finished filming the last part of a 4-part series about how to use oracle cards. And the next thing that I'm going to go into is working with spreads. So I'm going to look at different spreads and how to use them, which I'm a bit excited about too. So that's going to be, the first one we're going to look at is the Moon Lodge spread. So if you're interested in that, please make sure that you join me on the Monday. And the most exciting thing that I can tell you about is that I'm going to start incorporating art into my channel. I am an art teacher. I am really passionate and excited about art, and I'm going to bring some art play to my channel. So it's going to be live every Tuesday morning at 9:30. The first one will be March the 9th, Australian Eastern Standard Time. So just so you know the time if you're interested. And it'll be on my channel afterwards, so you can play along afterwards. It's going to be like a sacred circle. So it's going to be where we start with a meditation in the beginning, and it might be that we bring up a topic for the day and then we play through art. It could be that you want to journal or write poetry or something else. But what I'm doing is, and what we're going to do together, is create a sacred space to work in that time. So it's like an hour and only a half hour if you can only do that, where you get to play. You get to use some sacred divine tools to work with some feelings and explore them through playing with art, not making art for people to put on a wall. However, if you enjoy it that much and you like what you make, then that's great. But it's not about that. It's about playing with art. So I want you to bring crayons and textures and, you know, just the childhood type art. So I'm going to bring oil pastels and things that my art teachers, when I was at uni, said, you know, you can't use those things. Crayons, love crayons. So I'm going to be really childlike. It's going to allow joy and happiness to come out of me, and I really want to share it with you. So I don't exactly know how it's all going to play out, but my guides have pretty much told me that I had to sort of share this news today. I was going to keep it secret and just start, you know, going live on the Tuesday morning and see what happens. But my guides have sort of given me a big nudge this morning when I was filming the other video about sharing it with people. So please join me if you're there, and if not, please watch it. Please let me know if you're interested in this new exciting thing that I'm ready to bring into the world. If you are interested, please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on the new exciting things that I'm doing. And please let me know in the comments either what you think of this video or what you think of my exciting news. So let's get into this video today. So this is a pick a card, and it is This Message Was Meant to Find You. We have pile 1 here with the lemon. I know it's left in your screen. It's just the way I'm doing it. We have pile 2, which is the tomato, and it's a yellow tomato. And we have pile 3, which is the tea leaf wobbly plastic thing. So focusing on which pile you're drawn to. Remember not to use anything else, but be guided by your intuition. You might notice that one of the piles seems brighter, that the light is shining on it. You might hear the number. So this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. So you might hear the number in your head and go, bang, that's mine. When you know which pile is yours, jump ahead to your reading. And if there's more than one, then go to both. If you like to watch the whole video, please do that too. And if you're not sure yet, please pause the video and breathe into your belly and ask your guides to show you what message was meant to find you. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi, pile 1. This, if you picked the lemon, this is your reading, and these are your oracle cards, and there's quite a lot of oracle cards here, but I do, or you've probably just seen one of them. I haven't seen them, and I really do want to start with some tarot cards, which I haven't shuffled for. So this message was meant to find you. What is the message that your guides want you to know? We're going to take those two, and we're also going to take those down here. That's it. That's what we need. Interesting. So I'm really going with fun, excitement, and my intuition, just letting it lead. So, okay. So pile 1, what are we looking at? We're looking at quite a bit of change coming up for you. I feel there's a strong message of change here before I really look at each individual card. We have the 6 of Swords. We have the 3 of Wands. So the 6 of Swords talks to us about getting ready to make change, like can sometimes be that somebody or something is leaving us, but this feels like you. This actually feels like you, and I'll explain why I feel that soon. But then we have Judgment, we have the Fool, and then we have the 6 of Wands. So it feels like you're planning to leave a situation, and whether that be work, a family situation, friendships, this could be also a situation where it just feels very stale. So whatever it is, it just feels really stale and you're ready to move on. But you've been planning this for some time, and you haven't put things in motion yet, but you are getting ready to. You're getting ready to put things in motion, and whatever, so it feels really stale, whatever this situation is, and you're about to move forward. You've been setting plans in motion, and it feels like you've been doing that for a while. And if you're not relating to that, it feels like it's something that has been just at the back of your mind, just tinkling away there, and it's like now you're ready to start doing that. The Judgment card here, it feels like you're being released from a situation. You're setting your spirit free. Whatever this situation was for you, it felt very stifling, and like I said, the stale keeps coming up, and this is about you not suffering anymore. It's about you letting yourself be free in that situation. And this actually is like, you have great cards for this movement, for you to start something new, however that is playing out for you. You have the Fool. The Fool card is all about infinite possibilities. It's about trust. It's about knowing that you have this beautiful, and it's got the yellow. There's a lot of yellow in your deck too. It's about that wide-eyed excitement. It's about a new challenge. But it's also about you trusting that the universe is taking you where you need to go. There is all this beautiful sacred geometry here that is in this pool. And it's like a pool of excitement, wonder, and infinite possibilities. It's like wherever you're going, this feels great for you. This feels exciting. It feels like you're on a new adventure. And the outcome is a success. We have the Success card here, which is all about you having acknowledgement from people around you that whatever it is that you're changing, whatever this new trajectory for you is going to be a success. You're going to, not only you personally going to enjoy it, because the Fool card is talking about that, and so is the Judgment card, but you're also other people are going to see this as a success in your life. So some great energies happening for you, pile 1. Now I want to bring in, no, actually I want to leave them here. Now I want to bring in your oracle cards and see if we can get a little bit more information around these things. Oh, you actually got more cards than I realised there. And that one. Okay, that's going up there. So we have a lot of cards here for you, pile 1. and Spirit just said you needed them, okay? So I'm going to leave this card for last. This is freedom, so I'm going to leave that for last. Wasp Spirit is coming in next to the Six of Swords. Sometimes life stings. This is also a 10. This is a completion card. You are walking away from something, walking, gliding, however you're going to do it, because I just got a message that not all of you are going to walk. Some of you might be getting on a plane and leaving. Some of you might be getting on a train and leaving. Like there there's a bit of transport happening here. Yeah, so there's definitely an actual, a physical shift away from this place or this space. I'm not going to go into it too much, but this is basically saying you have been through a situation that has not been great, and it is time for you to leave that situation because it wasn't right for you. And there are greater possibilities, and there's a Celtic knot behind this. So I had to call that out to you. There's a Celtic knot, and the Celtic knot, it talks about infinite possibilities. Again, it's the same as the Fool. And it's talking about the intricacies of life. And it feels like it's explaining to you that this was a necessary thing that you went through for growth, for personal growth. We have Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit, and it's in the reverse position. So it feels to me that I did talk about, some of you may not realise, may not have realised that you've been planning this. I feel like Spirit has been trying to support you through this, and you may not have been listening. There may have been animal signs around you. There may have been messages coming to you that you probably have been fobbing off, that you've been putting to the side because you've been thinking that they're part of your imagination. So the Crow Spirit here is talking to me about you not allowing yourself to co-create with Spirit. You believing that you have to do it all on your own. That's really, and there we've got the Stag Spirit too, which is about taking the lead. And they want you to take the lead. They want you to be very yang about this. They want you to do. They want you to, you know, do these things. But there is an aspect here of not trusting. And I'm now being drawn to the lemon. So the lemon and the life stings, and, you know, if you get cut, this stings, but also it's a bit sour. So I feel the message here is that you've been happy to stay in your own, in the Maya, which is what I call it. I don't know what everyone else calls it. But, you know, like when you're feeling kind of crappy, I was going to say shit, you allow yourself to stay there rather than picking yourself up, or rather than asking for Spirit to help co-create with you. They're saying that there's greater help here for you, and you've been getting signs. It could be crows, it might not be, but it's definitely animal spirits. Could be butterflies for some of you, but there is this feeling that you've been ignoring it, or you've been saying that it's not what it is. I know that's not very good English, but it's like you think it's your imagination. That's the better way of saying it. Thank you. That you think this is your imagination. These signs that you're getting are your imagination. They're not. The universe wants to co-create with you. They want you to take the lead, but they want to be there with you and help you. Call of the Muse. I'm going to leave that with the freedom for now, because it feels like it's related. Round and round. It feels like you have been going round and round. It feels like the Six of Swords is a very mental card. It's talking about, you know, you're getting to a certain point where you have to do something about it. And the round and round, to me, feels like you have been very stuck. And that's why the Judgment card is coming, because it's like you're ending a cycle there, ending a karmic cycle and releasing your own spirit, which feels awesome. And you're going to feel like you can breathe. You're going to feel like both of these cards, a lot of air coming in, but clear air, you know, not that stagnant stuff. This whole bottom row, there's a lot of fresh energy coming in for you, pile one. So if it has been a bit bitter, if it has been a bit sour, and it's left a bit of a taste in your mouth, whatever this situation is, there is a change coming for you, and it is about your own personal freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And that's what I was talking about before, about staying stuck in your own stuff. It's about you understanding that you don't need other people. So a muse is something an artist uses to ignite the fire within. A muse is something that, you know, a songwriter, a poet, whatever, they've usually been women. A muse is something that you feel like you need to get you motivated, to ignite that passion, to ask for that excitement. And I feel like you're being told you do not need that. The call of the muse for you is within you. This is round and round. It's going within. The freedom is from within you and not from without you. You are a really strong person, pile number 1. You are so strong. The Six of Swords really is talking about your strength, your ability to lead and lead yourself out of this position or this situation. And the Three of Wands is also talking to me about how you're planning for this situation or have been planning for this situation. But it is your personal freedom that you're going to find. And these cards down here, they are all talking about that. The Judgment card, the Fool, the Six of Wands. They are talking about your own success in in freedom from whatever it is that has been crappy, whatever has felt like it has a sting in its tail. You're leaving that situation and you're moving towards personal freedom. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've really enjoyed this reading for you. Please let me know in the comments below if this is related for you, if you understand, and if you have been moving, if you have been planning, if you know where you're going. And I also want to know if it involves travel, because I do feel like for a lot of you, not for all of you, there's going to be an actual shift of locations. But it's a great outcome for you. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now. Hi there, pile 2. This is your reading today. This message was meant to find you, and we have a lot of oracle cards, and we're going to bring those in after we've looked at some tarot cards for you for today. So pile 2, what is the message that's meant to find you? Okay, so I've got some fast things happening, it feels like, and I've just settled down now. My body has just settled down. We're going to take that, and we're going to take that. So what else is pile 2 need to know? All right, so that's what you need to know right now. So let's work with that. And we may bring some more tarot cards out, or we may go straight to the oracle cards. We have the Five of Wands and we have the Queen of Swords reversed. I'm getting this quite a strong message about you reaching and stretching for something that you really, really are passionate about. You're very excited about it. It's something that you've been striving for, that you've been working on, and I see that it's like you've been trying so many different things to make this work, and it's like you can't get any further up. So it's like there's a ceiling over this project, or whatever it is for you, because it'll be different for all people that are watching this. But it's also like a cocoon, which is really, really bizarre. But it's like you're being shielded from something at the same time. So you may feel like you've been blocked. You may have been feeling like something has been stopping you. And it has, but not because of what you think. So you've been trying out all these different ways of going about building whatever this is, project, like I'm going to use the word project, but it can be a lot of different things. And it feels like you've been kept in this cocoon. And it's like Spirit wants you to get excited about it. Spirit wants you to achieve this, but not yet. And there's a ceiling there, or there's a block there, because I feel like a lot of you will be feeling like it's a block. And it feels like you've been standing on uneven ground, you know, like there's been a lot of obstacles in your way, and you've been reaching, stretching, trying. And whatever this is, it feels like it's going to be wonderful for you. Like it feels really exciting, challenging, but exciting. And Spirit doesn't want you to give up. Oh, my body is like really frozen. So it's like my sacral chakra is just like blocked. That's what I'm getting. So it's like your sacral chakra, which is all about creativity, freedom, excitement, sexuality, creative expression. Not that that comes from the throat, but I'm getting that there's a block here around creative expression. This could be me. No. That's where this block is coming in. So it's not they want you to be excited about this. They want you to achieve what you want to achieve. But your sacral chakra has a block in it or around it, or so you need to work with it. And so we've got all these fiery, passionate things, and wands are all about that, but it's in conflict. The Queen of Swords is in reverse. Now, for some of you, this could represent somebody who you feel like has control over you in this situation. And this will be a air sign. So I was going to keep going to say Aries, and Aries are not air signs. But for some of you, it may be that this person is an Aries, because that keeps coming into my head. And that's the message I need to give. So instead of saying all the air signs, which this card usually represents, I'm getting that this is an Aries woman, and or very hard-headed, this person, very, very hard-headed. This person is very cutting with the way that they use words. It could be a mother figure for some of you, but not all of you. It could be a female boss. It could be somebody who is quite good in this arena that you're working in or that your project is in. And it feels like you're getting a lot of critical feedback from this person. They think they're helping. They're not actually doing this because they're trying to hurt you. For some of you, you know, it doesn't mean that their intentions are pure. But what I'm getting is that this person feels like they're actually assisting you, but what they're doing, it feels like it's cutting to the quick, cutting to the bone for you, and it's a bitter pill for you to swallow. That's what I feel like that this person. So it's an Aries female. So the person may not be an Aries, but an Aries is all about that hot-headed. They really know what they want. There's no messing with them. Quick-witted, quick in action, and very fiery, very fiery. So that's what this card here is talking about. And normally it's not talking about an Aries person, but there was other things that Spirit wanted to guide me to about this. But the thing is, you're blaming everything that's happening on this person. And this person does feel like they are controlling your passions, keeping them locked up. But there is an aspect of you letting that happen, pile 2. Not a great message, I know, but let's see what else we get here with our oracle cards. What other messages Spirit wants to bring in for you? Well, some great cards coming here for you. I want to keep that over there, and I want that over there too. So as I said before, I feel like Spirit is really wanting you to get what it is that you want. This is talking about acting as if, and it's talking about you being a chameleon. So perhaps when you're around this person that is hypercritical about you, you're not holding your own ground. You're trying to mix in with everybody else when you're actually more of a quirky person than that, and what you do, believe in, feel and think, they're important. And by acting as if you fit in, you're actually keeping this ceiling on yourself. It's like you can only go so far the way you're behaving, which is why you're having all of this conflict, why it's not going anywhere. It's like your sacral chakra is being contained because you're not allowing your own fire out into the world. You're not allowing your own desires, your own excitement. All of the reasons why we get up out of bed, the joy and happiness, you're stifling all of that. And this card here is Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. And it's such a soft animal spirit. She's got such beautiful, gentle face. And we also have Celtic imagery around the back of it. I feel this is the other side of this woman. So I feel like this is how she feels like she's being. So, you know, often our mothers can be strict with us and be hard with us, and they feel like they're doing the right thing. And I know that I'm a mother and I know that I do this. I feel like I'm being positive and helpful, and I feel like I'm this. I feel like I'm this supportive, loving, caring spirit, but at times I know I can be this. So this person that is in your life, that it feels like you're having the biggest either clash with, or you feel like they're impinging on your success and your movement forward, this here is talking about that person doesn't feel like they're doing that to you, which is what I said earlier. They feel like they're playing a supportive role. So to me, it feels like you need to use words and express, again, why we've got the Queen of Swords and why we don't have a different card to show us an Aries female. You need to explain to this woman what the criticism is doing to you. Because what's happening here is you already have this block in your sacral chakra. This woman, not meaning to, is coming in and cutting you down to the bone. She doesn't mean that, but she doesn't understand that what she's saying is hurting you in the way it's hurting you. These cards down below are talking about serendipity, and it's a 4-leaf clover. This is talking about being carried, and this is talking about trusting in divine detours. So as you're trying to push through this ceiling of something that's not working, the divine are giving you another option. They are taking you on a sideways ride where you'll be lifted up and out of that situation, and it's time to go. So it's time to leave that situation. But it's not through forcing yourself up and into however you've been trying to move forward. You're blocking yourself. You're blocking this forward momentum. But Spirit is here to help you, because like I said, Spirit really want you to get here. They know that whatever this is going to be great for you. And this is all about turning your back. So she's looking, which way is she looking? She's looking backwards. She's looking backwards. You're turning your back on all of this past. You're leaving it behind. You're letting it go. And you're allowing Spirit to open new doors for you. You're allowing this opening up of this situation and understanding that the path that you may have been on, or the thing that you were trying to achieve, they're going to show you how it's going to work for you. So it's not that it's going to change 120, 100 and whatever %. It's going to move to the side, and then you're going to be allowed access to what it is that you want. But there is going to be change here. This is not moving forward and moving the way you want to go. There is change here for you, pile 2. And a new door is opening up. This is an ending and this is an ending. These both equal a 9. So the way that you were going about it is going to probably be a door closing on that, or it's already been there. You've had that ceiling, but a new door is opening and some new energy is coming in for you. You are being broken open because what you've been butting your head up against is a ceiling, but it's not a ceiling that you're meant to stop at. But you're also not meant to keep butting your head against it. It's a message. It's a message. Go about it in a different way. Ask for the divine to come in and trust that these divine detours are going to be the things that you need. And you can see here that we have the crown, so listening to divine guidance. We have your heart, because this is very heart-based for you. And we also have your sacral chakra, and the sacral chakra is beginning to shine. And it's like it's being broken open. There is also a star there. And as I'm talking, it's like my body's hanging on. So it's like whatever the block is around your sacral chakra, you really need to do some work on it and allow all of the energy to flow, because that will be the thing that breaks that situation open for you, and it brings in balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And it's that letting go where you trust in the divine detours that is going to be the kind of energy that gives you that sideward momentum where you catch a lucky break, and it just takes you, and it takes you faster than if you keep pushing. It's a really important thing. When you have this ceiling here, you need to go back and you need to look at why you've got the ceiling. So work on your sacral chakra. And instead of keep pushing and pushing and pushing, you find balance because you understand that, yes, I'm meant to do X amount of work. And then Spirit is going to, I am going to allow Spirit to carry me the rest of the way. And that's what these cards are here about. You're being broken open so that you can allow Spirit in. You're being broken open so that you can trust, or is it that you'll be carried and that you don't have to do everything your way or in it through force. There is a better way coming, pile 2, and it's a great message for you, a really great message. This is coming to an end, this situation that you're going through. You're going to learn a lot of lessons. You're going to change the way you do things, and you're going to be carried, which is going to be great for you. Thank you for watching today. If you've enjoyed this, please give this video a big thumbs up for me. Please subscribe to my channel if you're interested. And thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Oh, please comment below if this really resonated with you and tell me what's happening in your life. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Hi pile 3, this is your reading today, and the reading we're doing is the pick a card reading of this message was meant to find you, and you picked the wobbly thingamabib. I have your oracle cards here, and we're not going to look at those just yet. We're going to draw some. We're going to have a look at your tarot cards and see what is the message that's meant to find you today, pile 3. And it doesn't matter when you see this video, whether it's at the time of I'm making it or not. What is the message that is meant to find you today? This message was meant to find you, pile 3. Okay. Taking 2 from here. And we're taking those 3, and that's it. So let's have a look at our first 2 for you. Ah, okay, wow. So we have the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. So it feels like you've been working really hard. You're trying to grow something. You're probably not seeing the results of what you're growing just yet. But you've been putting in a lot of hard work, and you've been spending a lot of energy on growing whatever this is. It could be a business, it could be a creative endeavor, it could be a garden. You know, there's so many things it could be, so I don't want to limit it. But you've been working really hard. You might even have been staying up really late. And it's not that you're not seeing progress, because you are, pile 3. You are seeing progress in what it is you're doing, but it's not fast enough for you. It's not quick enough. You're really planting a lot of things below the ground. You're seeing some progress, but it's not what you had planned. You're not seeing this big thing that you want. But Spirit wants you to know that the things that you are planting, you know, they're solid. They have a really solid foundation, that all that wonderful energy that you're pouring into them. You know, there's a saying about the roots of a tree, that there's more in the ground than there are above. And at the moment, that's what you're seeing. You're seeing that there's only this little thing that you're working on. And it feels like you're working tirelessly, and it feels like you possibly are it feels like maybe there's not the right balance here about what you're putting in and what you're getting out. But let's have a look at these other tarot cards we have for you and see what we get. So we've got some interesting cards here for you. We have the Devil reversed, the Devil upright, the Hierophant reversed, and the Four of Wands reversed. So the devil can talk to us about addictions and things pulling our strings, you know, feeling like we've been led astray, perhaps. Sometimes also I feel with this card that it might be talking about things that you don't want to hear, and even, you know, that self-talk, that self-talk where you talk to yourself and you're really beating yourself up, and it's really that old hurt ego part of you that is really talking to you and not being kind to you at all, really giving you the shits, basically, really torturing yourself. But it's self-torture. That feels like self-torture to me. The Hierophant in the reverse. So this card can talk a lot about lots of different things. It can talk about hierarchy and structure. To me, what it's talking to you about today is the path or the road. And I'm being really drawn to the Hierophant's t-shirt, and there are 3 marks on it. And it's the path that you're going on, you know. So this picture here shows a staircase going up to the heavens to access the divine, you know, like the Hierophant is the spiritual counterpart on the earth plane of spirit. And it feels like there are 3 really significant things either coming up, have happened, or are on their way. I actually said that twice, sorry, but just the way I'm been giving that message. And it feels like you're already experiencing one. So it feels like there's already this challenge or this thing that's happening, which is already what you're experiencing. And it feels like that there's 2 more to come. So it feels like that as you continue on this path of whatever it is you're growing, you're going to be challenged 2 more times. The middle one is going to be more significant, and then the last one is something that I think you can change. So very specific, pile 3. But the first one is your own, you know, overcoming your own ways of talking to yourself and belittling yourself, and getting over that. Because if you are working for yourself, or if you're starting something that you are growing, so you're the big picture person here, or you're the big part of it, it's you that you're infusing this energy of whatever this project or work is. And if you're beating yourself up, the path is going to be marred by every time you decide to let this back in. So it feels like to me that pile 3, you're being talked to about understanding that you're putting these things in your own way. That's how it feels at this point in time. The Four of Wands is usually a celebration card, but it's in the reverse. Now, this card can also talk about partnerships. It can talk about soulmates and, you know, all those sorts of things. To me, this feels like, and I get this message a bit with this card, is it feels like you're going around in circles when it comes to this stuff, when it comes to the work you're putting in, and then the ego self that keeps coming in, blocking your access to spirit. And then this here talks about there's the potential for success. There's an open door here for a different way of doing it, but you allow this to keep going around and around in circles, and it is the Devil card that keeps you linked in and looped in to this way of thinking about yourself, pile 3. So let's bring in your oracle cards. Okay, see what we have here for you. And these ones, I've been putting them aside because they feel like they're different energies. So very interesting cards here for you. Peacock Spirit, let it shine. So now that and you've got Turkey Spirit too, which is, you know, like bird energy. Give with gratitude and grace. And they're all about expressing yourself. They're all about being proud of who you are, knowing who you are, and letting it shine. So when I'm looking at these cards, the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, you're building something, you're growing something on the earth plane. And it feels like you're a bit too closed off from either the people that you want to be in contact with, whoever you're making or growing this thing for, you're a bit closed off to them. And it's like you're not allowing your full self to be seen. This person has their back to us, and this person has their eyes closed. They're in their internal world. The peacock and the turkey are both really proud birds, and they are talking about your internal world, and they want you to actually be that regal bird, be that regal self, and come out into the open a bit more. This card here, peacock, is all about knowing how good you are at something and letting others see that, and I don't feel like you're doing that. The Seven of Pentacles is really a closed-in energy in this particular deck. And then we have Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. Again, it feels like you're not giving. You're not allowing people in. You're turning your back on them, and you're closing yourself down so that because you're too frightened of this mentality that you have, it's limiting you, it's stopping your growth, and it's stopping your connection to spirit, and it's stopping the celebration from happening. You're frightened of connecting with your tribe. You're frightened of being seen. And that's a message. I'm laughing and I'm smiling, not because I know everything, but because I know this message. I know the Devil card, and I know this keeping myself separate from people. You know, because you're frightened, because you don't want to be seen, because you don't want others to judge you. All of those messages, that's what we're dealing with here. That's why this is not growing. It's why it's not doing what you want it to do. It's why it's staying, you know, why it feels like hard work and it's not moving forward. The fate's coming in here to show you that there is a different way out. The fates here feel like they're going to pull you up and out of this situation. It's like magic. It's a way out. It is a way through and out of this situation. So it feels like, please pay attention to things like today's video, to whether you start seeing peacocks or turkeys, or whether you start noticing the things about, you know, meeting your tribe or whatever it is, or a new group that a friend shows you on some social media outlet. There is much more here for you than you're allowing into your world. You're being really, by closing yourself off, you are blocking so much, and you are creating this, which is what I said earlier. You're creating this. Worry is in the reverse. You're creating this, and I know I keep repeating myself, but that's what Spirit wants you to know, that you have the ability to turn this around, because there is a lot more here for you than you're having access to at the moment. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome, and it really doesn't, and it keeps us in that spiral, and that's exactly what the Devil card is here doing. It's keeping you stuck in this loop, in this spiral of your own worry and your own concern about that this isn't working, and it's like a perpetual loop, which is in the same in the Four of Wands. It's a cycle that you're not getting yourself out of, and it's because the devil is here, and it's blocking your access to this spiritual ascension, or the spiritual hierarchy of how to move through things. Smoke and mirrors, again, the worry is stopping you from seeing. And again, we've got that circular motion happening here. But there are butterflies too. So the fact that you're in this situation, perhaps you needed to be here. Perhaps you needed this, excuse me, this energy that felt like it wasn't going anywhere, so that you'll start to question why you can't see your way forward. And I really understand this, like, pile 3. I really, really get this. But smoke and mirrors is about us not being comfortable enough with ourselves to see what is really there. It is us hiding things from ourselves. And worry is one way of keeping ourselves stuck, but also working so hard but not allowing others in is another way of shielding ourselves, another way of blocking things. And it's a surefire way to let this devil continue to keep coming back and back into your egoic mind, into your self-esteem, all of those things. But there is a lot of help here for you. You will actually be lifted up and out of this by spirit, I feel. But it's through messages and signs. There's a strong message here about messages and signs. Birds, but not just normal birds, showy birds, like showing up out of strange places is what I'm getting. And it may be that you see them on the side of the truck. You're standing or you're sitting in your car and you turn around and there's this peacock or turkey or big bird, not little birds. They feel big to me. They feel like they're going to show up in big ways. So when you start seeing big birds, it's spirit talking to you. It's the fates talking to you. And it's time to let the devil card go. It's time to let your worry go. It's time to stop clouding your own vision. And it's time to join your tribe, opening yourself up to your tribe. Pile 3, it is time to not worry about your self-talk, about who you think you are. It is time to join your tribe because they're going to help you lift you up and out of this situation. The divine is this is an 8 and this is an 8. There's a lot of magic here for you, pile 3. There's a big message here about self-trust, about self-belief and in who you think you are. I know whatever you're working on is really great and it's something you really need to share with the world. So I hope that this message from Spirit guides you and helps you through this situation. Thank you for being here today. I've really enjoyed this reading for you. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more readings like this. And please comment below, let me know what you thought of this reading. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.